Founded just across the Connecticut state line in Wilbraham, Massachusetts, Friendly's has been serving smiles and scoops since 1935.
Banana splits. I used to go there. We used to go a bunch of people as kids, and for the ice cream.
Since their heydays of the 1980s, Friendly's business shrunk from 530 locations to now just 130.
And I remember my kids used to love it. It was a great place. Listen, brands have to adapt and change.
Friendly's was working to reinvent itself, but then COVID hit. Our progress was suddenly interrupted by the catastrophic impact of COVID-19, said Friendly's CEO George Michael. They filed for bankruptcy, but the iconic brand may not be done yet. Connecticut-based Amici Partners LLC wants to buy the assets and says they'll keep most of the employees working. Peter Delfino is a member of Amici Partners.
And Amici stands for friends. Friendly, friends.
Peter's fond Friendly's memories led him to purchase a former Friendly's property at 272 West Main Street in New Britain.
I remember as a kid, I used to always go to that restaurant. You know what I mean? And I converted to a hair salon, believe it or not, about 14 years ago. But it still looks like a Friendly's building, with the dome, with the lights. Never even changed it. Same look.
Connecticut restaurants are on life support. Outdoor dining is on its last breath as the weather gets cold, and more COVID red alert communities means rolling back to phase 2 and reduced indoor capacity.
You still got to find a way to support, in my opinion, these local restaurants. Takeout, curbside, to go. Like, every little bit helps.
Lenny and Joe's in New Haven, the Weathersfield Diner, and Max Bebo's in the Firebox in Hartford. Just a few of the 600 food establishments in Connecticut that have closed for good during the pandemic. Dolch told Fox 61 that the federal PPP loan money ran out back in July, and that business owners desperately need another source of funding to be able to stay afloat. If they don't get it soon, it's estimated that up to 30% of Connecticut's restaurants could close for good. That's about 2,000 restaurants across the state. Reporting in Weathersfield, Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.